Welcome in to Westlake High School for Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network as the Lone Peak Knights take to the road to wrap up the regular season and hopefully contend for a solo region championship if you're a Knight fan as they get ready to take on the Westlake Thunder. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Should be a fantastic matchup here tonight between the two top teams in Region 3. We'll start with the visiting Lone Peak Knights coming in at 16-6. 9-8-1 in region play. Their lone loss coming at the hands of these Thunder is a 57-52 overtime victory for Westlake in their first meeting, and it was a 13-9 fourth quarter for the Thunder as they came back to get the win. Lone Peak trying to right the ship tonight and trying to not only right that ship but win an outright region championship. Meanwhile, for Westlake, a win tonight, and they are co-region champs with Lone Peak. The Thunder coming in 16-6 as well, 7-2 in region play. On senior night here for the Thunder, both these teams have great balanced scoring. And we'll get into that as the game proceeds, as Lone Peak in the road blacks, Westlake in the home whites, and the Thunder securing the opening tip. As this is Ella Seymour for Westlake, was looking inside, could not be handled. We'll head back to Lone Peak. For the Knights, Kennedy Woolston, the junior, has been fantastic this season. 15 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. Zuri Nordstrom averaging 9, Harness with 8. Pope averaging 6, Holdcraft, Warner each over 5. This is a very talented and deep Lone Peak roster. They had to replace so much experience off of last year's team, and this team really growing as the season's gone on. They've gotten stronger each week and hoping to be playing their best ball with the state tournament right around the corner. As on the opening possession for the Knights, that one lost out by Harness, and it will be Westlake basketball. Talking about leaders for Westlake, Avery Thompson and Janice Sikander each averaged 10 per game. Sikander, one of the top rebounders on the team. Assist, steal, she does it all for the Thunder. Meanwhile, you have Kira Hester, who averages 8 per game, and Seymour, who just hit that bucket, averages 7. Good start there for Seymour. Lone Peak works to Nordstrom. They'll kick out. Wilson will try the corner 3. That shot no good. Offensive board keeps it here. Into the teeth of that Westlake D. Lone Peak now kicking it out. Here is Zuri. Shot clock down to 5. Wilson, tough shot, and could not get that one on frame. Here comes Westlake on the run. End-to-end, Thompson with the shot, and the foul. She'll head to the free throw line as Avery not wasting any time there. The sophomore up the floor quickly for Coach McFarland.
That foul on number 20, Maddie Pope, her first.
Foul called on Pope. Will be the first on Maddie. And it will be 2 free throws coming up here for Avery Thompson. First one rattled out. Mentioned that first game, it was competitive through the first half. It was a 2-point lead for Lone Peak at the break. They expanded it to 9-3, and then that fourth quarter that Westlake put on to secure the win is both free throws missed. Lone Peak coming ahead. Woolston plays ahead. Harness on the drive. That shot deflected. Nordstrom keeping it here. Tries to go up. That one got blocked as well. And now Westlake coming up the floor. Here's Sikander. And called for the traveling violation. Want to let you know the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. At times we start early, stop it late. That's sort of the king as we try to keep it true with the official clock here in the gym. We're caught up there. Had a little technical glitch there. Our apologies. Had a little delayed start. The boys game went to triple overtime, and I think it was a sophomore game, went to triple OT prior to this, so delayed that, and then senior night here at Westlake. Appreciate your patience. We're underway. That pass thrown ahead for Sikander. She can't track it down. And it will head back to Lone Peak. Of course, our state tournament brackets coming out Saturday morning. We'll find out where these two teams get slated. Harness playing to Zuri. Nordstrom tied up there by Sikander. With a dual possession, the Arrow will keep it here with the Knights. It's been a program, speaking of Westlake, long known for their defense, and it's continued to be gritty here in this opening quarter. Here's Pope. Goes with Harness up. Now for Holdcraft. She'll drive. That came off the back of the rim. And Westlake now looking to push it up the floor. Here's Seymour. Gives over. Thompson's three. No. Rebounded by Sikander. Seymour with a left-hander. No. Off the backside. Wilson with the board. She'll try to push it up here for the Knights. Here's Holdcraft, the open look at three. That was short. Offensive board from Woolston, goes back up and scores. First bucket for Lone Peak. Scored by their leading scorer on the season. That one's stolen. Numbers for the Knights. Woolston up. Oh, wanted to go to Harness. That was just behind her. And it will head back to Westlake. Woolston thought it was deflected. She gave that indication immediately. The official didn't see it that way.
All right, 0-0. Fula'u. And for the Knights.
As Fula'u checking in here for Lone Peak. As does Charlie Warner. Oh, good defense, and that's back to Westlake, or back to Lone Peak. So the Knights bringing that pressure up. As here's Pope. That's a long two. Maddie Pope hits that confidently for her first field goal of the night. Baseline here with Foster. She'll work back to Thompson. Thompson down the lane. Won't get the roll.
Thompson with the rebound.
Had that initially, but then Fula'u came in to take it away. Woolston taps that out. Extra pass from the corner. Pope's three, no. Offensive board from Nordstrom is fouled on the attempt. And Zuri will now work her way to the free throw line as Janice Sikander calls for her first.
Foul number 1. At the line to try two, we have number 13.
Both teams will bring on substitutions here, but there'll be one free throw for Nordstrom first. Is that one just long? Subs coming on the floor. Is checking in for Westlake is C.J. Cox and Isley Salval. For Lone Peak, Harness back on the floor. And both free throws missed. Woolston with the offensive board. Blocked away by Salval. Here's Sikander. Oh, that entry pass trying to get it for Cox. Good help by Woolston. Meanwhile, Nordstrom on the block, works over. Patient possession here for the Knights. Now Warner through the lane, off the window, no. Tapped out as Salval possessing. Looking ahead with Foster. Oh, tough pass, intercepted there by Fula'u. Long three from Nordstrom.
And three for number 13, Zuri Nordstrom.
Zuri Nordstrom with her first 3 tonight. We've seen them work inside to Zuri a couple times, but shows her long range shooting there. Westlake to answer, no, couldn't get the roll. Taken away, but we've got a foul called inside. There's this one going to be called on Cox. Cox, one of the seniors recognized for Westlake before the game tonight. As Holdcraft checking back in here for the Knights. A little pressure here by Westlake. Woolston into the triple team, had that knocked away by Sikander. As we're approaching 2 to play here in the first quarter. And a foul here as Folau was trying to drive. And this will be the second on Sikander. The sophomore point guard now with a pair, and she'll have to come off the floor here. So one of the top scorers for Westlake and one of the do-it-all players for the Thunder now to the bench. Skipped across for Harness. Warner will try the 3. That one good. Couple of threes falling early here for Lone Peak. Here's Thompson. Little 8-footer, able to get that to go. First point since the opening bucket for Westlake. As that shot have a foul, and Lone Peak going right back to the free throw line. Seems like just about every Westlake foul has been a shooting foul. And we've got a timeout here taken by the Thunder. 1 minute to go, opening quarter. Lone Peak leads Westlake 10-5. You're watching Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ryan Eldridge, local owner of Big O Tires in American Fork, and we are proud sponsors of our girls Lone Peak basketball squad. And just like their basketball squad, they can defend, they can score, rebound, steal. They can do it all. They do whatever it takes on the court to get the dub. Big O Tires in American Fork, we do the same. We can do it all to make sure your car is taken care of. Tires, brakes, oil, check engine light, lift your trucks, anything your car needs, from oil leaks to flushes to tune-ups, we can do it here at Big O Tires in American Fork so that your car is safe going down the road. So whether you're a fan, a coach, a player, visiting coach, give Big O Tires in American Fork a chance to earn your business and take care of your car.
Bring your cars in to Big O Tires in American Fork. Let them take care of you like they take care of us.
Warner at the free throw line here for Lone Peak. She's got 2. And the first one, good.
First one good for number 1, Charlie Warner. She'll try one more.
Second free throw here for Charlie. Good, 2 for 2 on the trip. And a 7-point lead here for Lone Peak in this opening frame. Here's Cheney. And plays over with Thompson. Avery on the drive, sends across. Oh, good job slipping down by that defensive Holdcraft, able to deflect that pass away, and it will be Westlake here to inbound baseline. 14 seconds left on the shot clock for the Thunder. Tough pass. Finds his target. Lone Peak's been very aggressive playing those passes. Is that three good from Thompson?
Number 23, Avery Thompson.
Back-to-back field goals for Avery. I should say the last 2 field goals for Westlake have been scored by Thompson. That one nearly taken away by Cheney. And a traveling violation. There's that defense and tenacity of Westlake
Back in for the Thunder.
able to gain the possession back for the Thunder. Here's high post. Hester, good D by Nordstrom, gave it up. Here's Holdcraft, works to Woolston. She'll throw it up, and that is just shy. But a strong start for Lone Peak on the road. 12-8, they lead Westlake. You're watching Lone Peak basketball
Sing to the band.
on the Rewind Sports Network. Start of our second quarter, Westlake basketball. 12-8 your score, your leading scores. For Westlake, Thompson has 5. Seymour with the other 3. Meanwhile, for Lone Peak, 4 different scores. 5 for Warner. There's the take there by Thompson. 2 more. Good start for Avery Thompson tonight. She's got 7 of their 10. Other scores for Lone Peak, 3 for Nordstrom, 2 for Pope and Woolston. As Holdcraft works over, Harness will drive, sends out. Zuri will try the 3, just offline, and a loose ball foul here.
Rebound by Thompson and a foul call. That foul on number 21.
Good to see Holdcraft jump up as she went to the floor hard.
Aaliyah Sikander in for the Thunder.
And for Westlake now,
Number 5, Ava Cheney.
Aaliyah Sikander has checked in, the freshman. Here's Thompson. Sends up with Salval. Oh, miscommunication. Cheney can't get there.
Out of bounds.
Sikander is in a little trouble. Terminator dribble, needed help. Miscommunication. It's back to Lone Peak. Warner coming back on the floor for the Knights here. Here's Woolston. Works to Harness. Her 3 is good.
For number 10, Toddy Harness.
Toddy Harness with her first 3 tonight. A drive by Thompson draws the foul. And now it will be Avery Thompson to the free throw line. Is this foul called on Harness?
Number 10, Harness her first, team foul number 2.
So Thompson, first one off the mark. That's one more here. Meanwhile, Seymour going to check back in for Westlake. Second free throw for Thompson. That one offline. Boy, free throws have been a struggle for both sides tonight. Warner made her 2. No one else has made one yet. As Woolston just drives right through Westlake on her way to the rim. 4 points here for Kennedy. Hester worked over to Seymour. Thompson defended by Warner. Shot clock winding down to 5. Cheney. Woolston might have got a piece of that. The no look from Sikander gets to Cheney. How about 2 no look attempts? The second one goes in for Ava Cheney. And then Cheney trying to force the steal. Will have the tie up. The arrow will keep it with Lone Peak. I think Lone Peak may be questioning that last bucket. They're saying she caught it and the shot clock had winded down, but the official explanation to Coach Warner doesn't appear as though she'll win this one.
Jump ball call goes to Lone Peak.
Here's Harness, works to Woolston. Knights working it around, Nordstrom. Shot clock inside 10. Kennedy wanted to go to Warner. Miscommunication, it's back to Westlake. Cheney. Seymour double teamed, works. Sikander fouled here. This is on the floor. That's going to go on Zuri.
That foul on number 13, Nordstrom, her first.
First personal on Zuri, third team foul on Lone Peak in this second quarter.
Thunder inbound.
Just gets it into Thompson. Avery working around. That shot a little too strong. Rebounded by Nordstrom, and now Lone Peak on the run. 3-on-1 for the Knights up ahead. Little left-handed finish.
And 2 for number 21, Holcraft.
It's now the sixth different score for the Knights. Thompson pushed that baseline, able to keep it. Sikander. Oh, able to find a way to create a little bit of space. The defense did a nice job of staying down, and Janice eventually able to find a window for her first point, and now a traveling violation. We'll give it back here to Westlake.
Olaku and Pope in for Lone Peak.
Thompson. Seymour walked with it.
Traveling call on the Thunder. Night ball.
Had the right idea. Lane was cleared out. Past the midway point here, second quarter.
Taken away by Sikander.
That one given up. Janice. Well, that's a good job defending there by Folau. Kept here. Seymour will try the three. Second three of the game for Ella Seymour. And it's back to a one-possession game. Woolston works back to Zuri. Well, that's a great play for Lone Peak. That little pump fake, the defense came up and no one followed Zuri. On our way to the rim in the finish. Cheney. Lost it. Sikander trying to race back. Over to Warner. Denied by Seymour. Pope has it. Trying to wrestle it away. And we will have a foul. This will be called inside on Aaliyah Sikander. So that'll be the first on her.
Foster back in for the Thunder. Dr. Harness Peak.
Woolston here to inbound. That broken up, and now we'll get a tie-up.
The ball goes to the Thunder.
Westlake will never make it easy on you. Talking with Coach Warner before the game, she said this program, they just make you work for everything and never give up. We've seen that here early. Westlake's had a couple large deficits. They've been able to stay around, work back. Thompson. Oh, great move to create space, and Thompson with a 15-footer and a timeout taken by Lone Peak as Avery Thompson now with a game-high 9 points to keep Westlake within 2. Lone Peak basketball out of the timeout. Harness gonna drive. Sikander staying with her, knocks it away. Janice with the steal. Harness got it back. Woolston. Kennedy works her way inside. Warner trying to get over to Falau. Ball's on the floor. Sikander has it. "90 seconds remaining here in this opening half. Seymour gives to Thompson. Well, that one may have been deflected off of Holdcraft. Lone Peak on the run. Woolston. She's trying to drive. Tough shot.
And 2 for Lone Peak number 34.
Nice work there by Kennedy. Kind of split that D, and the defense still on her, able to get one up and good. 6 here for Kennedy in this first half. And that one lost out. Back to Lone Peak. Zuri Nordstrom back on the floor, as is Maddie Pope.
Lone Peak inbound.
Here's Harness. Trying to feed inside to Pope. High off the window and good. Good burst here by Lone Peak in the final 2 minutes. Shot clock turned off here for the final 20 seconds. Seymour gives to Cheney. She'll try the three. Chain is 3. No. Rebounded by Pope. Woolston pushing it ahead. Clock down to 6. Kennedy. Ball's on the floor. Pope gets to Zuri, and they won't get a shot away, and that'll do it for the half. 25-19, Lone Peak leading Westlake in the Region 3 championship at the half. Ready to start our second half. 25-19, Lone Peak leading Westlake. Your top scorers at the break for the Thunder: 9 for Thompson, 6 for Seymour. Janice Sikander, Avery Cheney each finishing with 2. Meanwhile, for the Knights, 6 different scores. 6 for Kennedy Woolston, 5 for Zuri Nordstrom and Charlie Warner, 4 for Maddie Pope, 3 for Harness, and 2 for Holdcraft. As Westlake took a 3-0 lead, Lone Peak went on a run, and they have led since that point. Westlake's drawn within 2 a couple of times, haven't been able to retake the lead or tie since Lone Peak got on the score sheet. It'll be night ball to start this second half.
Lone Peak inbound.
A Region 3 championship game. Lone Peak assured at least a share of the region title. A win tonight, it'd be outright. A loss, and they would share it with these very Thunder. Here's Harness working inside. Holdcraft tried to go back to Zuri. And that one out of play. It'll head back to Westlake. This Westlake defense has been stingy. Thompson trying to feed Seymour. Sikander driving baseline, and she traveled with it.
Traveling ball. Night ball.
Here's Pope. Nice, over to Holdcraft. Came off the rim. She kept it here, trying to outlet it, taken away there by Mia Foster. Thompson gives out, 3 on the way. No. Sikander with the offensive board. She's probably got 4 or 5 rebounds thus far, speaking of Janice. Sikander sends across. Thompson, she's got enough room for the shot, but it's off the mark, tapped up. Woolston has it.
By number 34, Woolston.
Lone Peak pushing ahead. Zuri. Woolston, little step back there. Nordstrom will try the 3. That one was short. Another offensive board and a foul called inside as I think Seymour was going for the tie-up, but that arm coming around the body, and Nordstrom
Number 21, Seymour, her first.
will just kind of shift around
Back in for the
slightly
Thunder.
enough
And Warner
as Seymour will pick up her first personal.
for Lone Peak.
Zuri trying to go at Salva, a little reverse. Oh, it just came off the front of the rim.
That
Foul here
number
given by
1,
Warner.
Charlie Warner, her first. Team foul number 1.
Like the move there from Nordstrom. Got a challenging but decent look. Just came off the front of the rim. Sikander trying to drive, and a foul going to be called here on Harness.
Foul on number 10. Harness, her second.
Second.
Team foul number 2.
On Harness. Oh, miscommunication on the inbound. Pope trying to keep it here, and we'll have a tie up the arrow. We'll leave it with the Thunder.
Jump ball stays with the Thunder.
See Harness trying to force the Sikander to her right. Here's Thompson. Looking to drive on Nordstrom. Strong on the attempt. Salvo fouled.
Salvo will be at the line, shooting 2.
Foul here called in on Pope. Nope, my bad. We called on Zuri. Second personal on Zuri. It will be 2 free throws here for Salvo. Talking about how much Westlake is really trying to take away space, especially in the paint. Lone Peak's done similar. Very physical up in the faces of these Westlake players tonight. Made it tough for the Thunder to get much room. Salvo misses her first. She's got one more attempt here.
Good.
That one good.
For number 32, Isley Sabao.
First point tonight for Salvow, coming there from the line. Holdcraft working to Zuri. Harness on the drive and fouled. This one was on the floor. Officials clarifying there. It was called on Foster. First personal on, oh, sorry, the second on Mia.
And back in for the Thunder.
Hester coming back on the floor here for Westlake. Warner. Charlie on the drive, and I think Sikander may be called here. She doesn't like the call. The fans don't like the call. It is.
Foul called on number 2, Janice Sikander, her third.
The third on Janice. And Aaliyah here running to the table to come on for her sister. 4:45 to go here in the third. I think you got to do what Coach McFarland just did, take Janice off. As how about Aaliyah with the tie up there. The jump ball will leave it here with Lone Peak. Good effort there for Aaliyah, who just came on. Zuri in the paint, and here's going to be a foul. And is this going to be on Salvow or on Sikander? It is on Salvow, her second. First.
Her first, team foul number 4.
So the fourth team foul on Westlake, 3 team fouls on Lone Peak. Lone Peak will be shooting free throws the rest of this quarter. Oh, good play to get a Harness from the corner.
3 by number 10, Dr. Harness.
That's a great job of making that defense collapse in. And left Harness all alone for her second 3 of the game. Left-handed shot, a tough one. Tapped out by Salvow. It's back to Lone Peak. I think the largest lead for the Knights in the game tonight was 9. Got a chance to push that beyond that on this possession. A little pressure here by the Thunder. Woolston trapped, able to send it out. Oh, left her open. Kennedy for 3. She knew it was off.
Rebound by Hester.
And now Westlake to clear. Here's Thompson. Seymour, left-handed finish.
For number 21, Ella Seymour.
Nice take there by Ella. Wilson trapped here again, able to find Harness. Oh, a little travel there. So Lone Peak turning it over here to the Thunder with 3:38 to go in the quarter. Thompson got the step and the score.
Avery Thompson.
First player in double figures tonight. Woolston staying on it. Up to Holdcraft, kicks out. Pope the 3, offline, offensive board. Falau couldn't get it to go. Salvow with the rebound. Open look for Seymour. And tapped over for Warner. Last touch by Westlake.
In for Lone Peak, we have number 13, Jerry Nordstrom.
And Lone Peak going to take a timeout. 2:47 to go here in the quarter. Full timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Lone Peak Basketball on KSLSports.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Eldridge, local owner of Big O Tires in American Fork, and we are proud sponsors of our girls Lone Peak basketball squad. And just like their basketball squad, they can defend, they can score, rebound, steal. They can do it all. They do whatever it takes on the court to get the dub. Big O Tires in American Fork, we do the same. We can do it all to make sure your car is taken care of. Tires, brakes, oil, check engine light, lift your trucks, anything your car needs, from oil leaks to flushes to tune-ups, we can do it here at Big O Tires in American Fork so that your car is safe going down the road. So whether you're a fan, a coach, a player, visiting coach, give Big O Tires in American Fork a chance to earn your business and take care of your car.
Bring your cars in to Big O Tires in American Fork. Let them take care of you like they take care of us.
.245 to go, third quarter. 28-24 Lone Peak. Been just a grind tonight. Both these two defenses have really made it challenging for the opposing offenses. Seen tie-ups, dual possessions, rebounding been critical, and tough night for free throw shooting for both sides as these two teams have been competitive all night. Every time Lone Peak has had a lead, Westlake is drawing it right back. Here's Nordstrom, high post, looking for Woolston. Kick to Pope. That three won't get the roll. Missouri tracks it down. Oh, wanted full out. Not too much on it. And it is back to the Thunder.
Number 1, Warner, and number 10, Harness in for Lone Peak.
Harness and Warner checking in here for Lone Peak. Thompson. Hester on the drive, got a little step, and a foul called here. We'll send Hester to the free throw line. Zuri called for the foul, her third. So 2 free throws for Hester. By my count, just 1 made free throw tonight for Westlake. It came from Salvow. See if Hester can add to that. First one good.
She's got 1 more. In for Lone Peak, number 20, Maddie Pope.
Missouri going to have to come off the floor here. Pope checking in for Lone Peak. Hester's second free throw good as well. Back to a 2-point game. Westlake staying in that pressure. Into Woolston. Pope on the drive. Too strong off the window. Salvow with the board. Thompson, she'll drive over to Salvow. That wouldn't go. Tapped out. Lone Peak basketball.
Out of bounds, Lone Peak ball.
Good look there for Westlake. Just left it strong. And it's back to the Knights. 90 seconds left here in the third. Warner, she's open. That three out of play.
Bounds, Thunderball. Reset the shot clock.
Little shot clock issue there. We'll redo this.
Under and down.
Salvo nearly has that taken away, but a foul called here. This will go on Harness. It'll be her third.
Team foul number 5. We're in the bonus.
And that will send Salvo to the free throw line. Chance to tie it up here for the Thunder.
Shooting 2.
Isley has the one free throw earlier this quarter. That one missed. One more here.
Palau back in for Olympic. Salvo at the line.
Salvo second. That one no good. And the rebound tracked down by Lone Peak. Inside, a minute to go here in the third. Palau gives to Pope. Oh, tough pass. Aggressive play defensively by Hester. Couldn't track it down. It stays here with the Knights. Holdcraft works to Woolston. Woolston trying to drive. And a foul called here will send Kennedy Woolston to the line as Aaliyah Sikander called for her second.
We're in the bonus both ways.
So it will be 2 free throws now for Kennedy Woolston. First one good for Kennedy.
She'll try one more.
First point for Lone Peak in quite a while. They led 28-20. It's a 6-0 run as Woolston makes them both, pushes it back to 2 possessions. 2-second differential game clock, shot clock, and a timeout taken here by Westlake and Coach McFarland. We'll step aside, be back with the rest of the third quarter after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's favorite
Only loss for the Knights coming at the hands of these Thunder. It's been another battle here tonight.
Thunder inbound.
It's Westlake basketball, final possession potentially here of the quarter. Salvo. Saw that hand check come up. So it'll be Salvo working back to the line as Pope called for the foul.
Her second. Salvo will be at the line, shooting 2.
Two more here for Isley.
At the line, we got number 32, Isaac Salvo.
One more here.
Good for Salvo.
Just the second made free throw for Westlake tonight, both of them from Isley. 15 seconds left in the frame. Here's Pope. Clock down to 6. Warner gets around, the shot blocked, and that'll do it. Through 3, it's a 3-point game, 30-27. Lone Peak leading Westlake with a fourth and final quarter coming up next. Start of our fourth. Westlake basketball trailing by 3. Pretty full house tonight, and it's going to be a good crowd on hand for this final quarter and for the boys game, which coming up after this one resumes. We'll have that stream coming up for you live as well. First possession into Salvo. First field goal for Isley. And this is the closest Westlake's been since it was 4-3. On a drive and a foul.
Foul call.
This going to go on Foster. Third personal on
That
Mia.
foul on number 10, Mia Foster, her third. Team foul number 1. At the line. Sorry. Lone Peak inbound.
Woolston, that shot was off to the left.
Rebound by Seymour.
Here's Sikander. On the floor, nearly wrestled away, and it is by Salvow. That ball traded hands a couple times, and then a foul called inside on Warner. And it will be Westlake to the free throw line here for 2 more, as it will be Seymour.
Foul on number 1, Charlie Warner.
Second personal on Charlie.
Foul number 1.
First team foul on Lone Peak. So Seymour at the line, had a couple threes in that first half. That free throw long.
Number 21, Ella Seymour. She's shooting 1.
One more here for Ella to tie it up. She does.
For Seymour.
First tie since it was 0-0. Woolston. We'll go back. Kennedy trying to get around Salvow. A little reverse. That was a little long. Salvow leading the charge for the Thunder. Gives back. Seymour. No, and a foul called.
That foul on number 13.
This will be on Zuri. Her fourth.
Team foul number 2.
So some of the foul trouble starting to rear its ugly head. 4 now for Zuri, 3 for Harness. And Seymour making the first.
Thompson back in for the Thunder.
Meanwhile, for Westlake, Janice, Sikander, and Foster, each with 3 personal fouls.
Shooting 1. Sorry, Seymour shooting 1.
Seymour, her second free throw. No, short. And Seymour gets it back.
Rebound by Seymour.
And is fouled again. This one on Pope.
That foul on number 20, Maddie Pope, her third.
The third on Maddie. And Seymour back to the line.
Seymour at the line.
Her first, and Seymour no. One more here for Ella. She's gone to the line now 3 times in a minute 20 seconds here in the fourth. She's gone 1 for 2 on her previous 2 trips. On her third trip, that rattled out.
Rebound by Holcraft.
Woolston, that got trapped and is called for the double dribble.
Thunderball.
Or for the carry is what the indication was. Seymour works inside. Sikander trying to get around Falau.
Number 2, Janice Sikander.
Only the second bucket tonight for Janice with all the foul trouble. A big one there and a block on the other end with a foul. Will be the second team foul on Westlake, and this call will be on Hester.
Hester, her first. Team foul number 2. At the line is number 10.
So Harness to the free throw line for Lone Peak.
First one good for Harness. She'll try one more. Charlie Warner back in for Lone Peak.
Warner checking back in here for Lone Peak. Harness back to the line. Has hit them both. Back to a 1-point game. Eight now for Tatiana. Little zone look here for the Knights. Here's Sikander. Shot clock down to 6. Hester on the drive. Count the bucket. As Woolston called for the foul.
That foul on Lone Peak's number 34, Woolston. Her first, team foul number 4.
First on Kennedy, 4th team foul on Lone Peak with 5:40 to go here in the 4th quarter. And Hester's free throw is good. Largest lead of the game now for Westlake. Harness into the corner, Folau. And we've got a call here.
Foul call.
Waiting for the indication. I believe on Thompson.
That foul called on number 23, Avery Thompson, her first, team foul number 3.
That's the 3rd team foul on Westlake, so the Thunder just 1 foul to give. And then we're shooting free throws both ways the rest of the way. Our clock was a little ahead, so we're just letting it catch up. Here's Harness. Holdcraft works back. Shot clock down to 5. Harness. Found a little room, but denied by Kira Hester. Good half-court defense there from the Thunder. Salval. And a loose ball foul here going to go on Westlake.
That foul called on number 23, Avery Thompson, her second, team foul number 4.
Thompson called for her second. So now 4 team fouls for each team. We're shooting free throws the rest of the way, these final 4.5. Here's Harness. Sends over. Folau. Woolston. And Sikander called for her 4th. So Kennedy Woolston to the free throw line.
Her 4th. We're in the bonus.
And on a night where it's been tough for both teams at the free throw line, it may very well come down to that as Woolston steps up, makes the first.
Let's try one more.
She's got one more.
For the Thunder.
Kennedy makes them both. Back to a 1-possession ball game. Woolston is probably the player, if you're Lone Peak, you want to have at the line. I believe she's 4 for 4 tonight, I believe. %82% on the season coming in. Here's a drive and a double dribble. Slash travel, they'll call the travel here. Back to Lone Peak it goes. Harness. Well, crossover, gets it up, but it's short. Rebound goes to Hester. Nearly intercepted by Wilson, but it finds Thompson. Other end to Seymour. And a foul inside. This foul going on Warner.
Number 1, Charlie Warner, her
Third personal on Charlie. So Ella Seymour back to the free throw line here for Westlake.
Number 21, Ella Seymour. Nordstrom in. Seymour at the
Missouri
line.
checking back in for Lone Peak. Makes them both.
21, Ella Seymour.
Confident free throws there for
30-second
Seymour.
timeout.
And a quick 30-second timeout taken here by the Knights. We'll be back.
Lone Peak inbound.
Lone Peak basketball trailing by 4. Woolston. Good handoff defensively. That shot, no, and the rebound to Westlake. Westlake's been so good on a lot of those defensive handoffs. Looking through screens or around, and played very well as a unit tonight defensively, have the Thunder. Here's Seymour. Shot clock inside 10. That shot, no offensive board by Salvow. And Westlake can continue to work this clock. That drive. Able to go for Thompson. Woolston kicks out. Here's Warner. Her shot off the window, count the bucket. And Charlie Warner with a chance to go to the line for the three-point play.
Foul called on number 23, Avery Thompson, for the third.
Third personal on Thompson.
That
And
basket
now
was good
Westlake
for Warner.
will
So
take
the line
a
should be
timeout.
one.
Timeout Thunder.
called by the Thunder.
We'll be back.
It'll be a full timeout.
Warner at the line.
Warner at the line to try one.
Trying to draw back to a one-possession game. Charlie had 5 in that first quarter. An important 3 there.
Number 1, Charlie Warner.
Charlie with 8 now. And that pressure forces the ball into the student section. It's back to Lone Peak. As Janice Sikander checking back in here for Coach McFarland. Janice with the 4 personals. As we approach 2 minutes to play here in regulation. Woolston for the tie. Just short. And the rebound brought in by Seymour. And taken away by Nordstrom.
Taken away by the Knights.
Woolston with the crossover. Tried to skip it out. Could not find a passing window. Westlake. Seymour, the 12-footer, no. Tapped loose. Woolston with it. And able to save Missouri. But taken away by Thompson. Do we have a timeout first? Yes, we do. Coach Warner took a timeout. And that will leave possession with Lone Peak. The official deeming that before Westlake had the possession. Timeout, Lone Peak. Tip of the cap to Coach McFarland. The official went over to have what would be a very hard conversation. The Westlake fans did not like that call, but you could just see her gesture, pointing to her ears. I think she said, I heard it. So I don't think she had a ton of concern with that call. Wasn't popular here with the home side. And then I think the table indicated each side has 1 timeout left. I think there's 1 timeout for Westlake, one timeout for Lone Peak here with just under 90 seconds to go. Lone Peak basketball trailing by 3. Westlake trying to force a share of the Region 3 championship with a win here tonight on senior night. Nordstrom picked up her dribble, gives to Warner, shot clock down to 12. Shot clock down to 6. Harness, got to make something happen. The drive, the step around, and that came off the front of the rim, and the rebound brought down by Thompson. Thompson has the step, lobs over. Boy, that just kept by Hester. Here's Seymour. And a timeout taken by Westlake. 42 seconds left. Timeout. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Ryan Eldridge, local owner of Big O Tires in American Fork, and we are proud sponsors of our girls Lone Peak basketball squad. And just like their basketball squad, they can defend, they can score, rebound, steal. They can do it all. They do whatever it takes on the court to get the dub. Big O Tires in American Fork, we do the same. We can do it all to make sure your car is taken care of. Tires, brakes, oil, check engine light, lift your trucks, anything your car needs, from oil leaks to flushes to tune-ups, we can do it here at Big O Tires in American Fork so that your car is safe going down the road. So whether you're a fan, a coach, a player, visiting coach, give Big O Tires in American Fork a chance to earn your business and take care of your car.
Bring your cars in to Big O Tires in American Fork. Let them take care of you like they take care of us.
It's been another fourth quarter advantage for the Thunder. Unofficially been a 13-7 fourth quarter advantage for Westlake. Leading this 3-point lead. They had the basketball, and I believe I just saw the indication one timeout for each side. So I think I got the previous one wrong. My apologies. We're trying to look through bodies here. It can be challenging. So I believe one timeout left for Westlake, one timeout left for Lone Peak, 42 seconds left. Shot clock is down to 15 for Westlake. Both teams in the bonus. Janice, 6 seconds left. She'll take the 3. Sikander! Harness right to the rim for the bucket, and an immediate timeout taken by Lone Peak. Boy, Janice Sikander with the clock ticking down, confidently takes the 3 to push it to 6. A response from Harness and a timeout taken by Lone Peak. We'll be back. Boy, Janice Sikander with maybe the shot to capture a co-region championship for Westlake. If they can hold on for these final 17 seconds. Talk about a game where she hasn't been on the floor as much as she's used to. She was in foul trouble. She has battled through all that. And to have the confidence to take that shot and drill it. And she's just a sophomore, folks. Going to be a special player by the time it's all said and done. She'll trigger in here for the Thunder. And no foul given. Thompson with room. Precious seconds coming off the clock. They'll foul Salvo. And Isley will walk back to the line here with 9 seconds left and a 4-point lead.
Salvo will be at the line, shooting 2.
Two free throws. Here for Isley. The first one good.
Good for number 32, Isley Salvo. She's got one more.
Second free throw for Salvo to push it to 6.
And 2 for number 32, Isley Salvo.
And a timeout taken by Westlake with 8 seconds left to set up the defense. A tough task ahead for Coach Warner. as we'll be back with the final 8 seconds. They put 9 on the clock. (45-39). Woolston. And that one off the foot. They call the kick. With 6 seconds left. And Westlake starting to sense a share of a Region 3 championship coming their way. Woolston with the 3, no. A rebound to Westlake, and that will do it. The Thunder trailed by as many as 9. They come back and defeat Lone Peak and sweep the Knights on the season, 45-39. Gritty game for both these two teams. The long ball for Lone Peak fell early, did not fall late. And the difference, Janice Sikander with maybe the shot of the year for Westlake to help the Thunder knock off Lone Peak. Your final score, Westlake 45, Lone Peak 39. Co-region champs, these two teams out of Region 3. Come join us on KSLSports.com Saturday morning, 10:05 for the live 6A bracket reveal show. We'll tell you both of these two teams where they are slated in the tournament, who they'll play as they both seek state championships in 2025. Thank you for joining us. We'll have the boys game set to tip off here on KSLSports.com in about 20 minutes.